Greetings, my people. My name is Chike Jabari Aswad, and I am a poet. First of all, I would like to thank those who so far have subscribed, liked, shared, and commented on this channel. My utmost respect to everyone, and I wholeheartedly welcome your continued support. Now, oftentimes we may come across someone who might be disheveled, wearing dirty, tattered clothes, and usually our first impression is never one of apathy or concern for that individual. Now, that person may have been a war veteran, or maybe a very successful professional, or one who may have contributed to society in earlier times. Yet, that would never have been a thought based on their appearance. Unfortunately, appearances don't always give the facts of one's life or character. I hope this poem will support this reality. The poem is called A Handful of Corn. He just sat there, hunched, his bulging eyes staring at nothing. To some, he was an unsightly picture of a man. The uncaring coat he wore was poked full of holes by his long, sharp bones, and his spindly legs buried themselves in shoes that resembled coffins. Scoffing evil eyes passed him by. Cashmere coat wearing folk, feigning innocence, made him the brunt of their jokes. With prim, pompous strides, steeped in arrogance, their unapologetic ignorance acted as a fence that encircled the corral of their classy cluelessness, so they pretended to be oblivious to his presence. Resting on a plot of parched earth, a dusty wooden bench became a throne that kept a pauper crowned. Denounced by presumption's verdict, he had become untitled, named and renamed, and as a mockery he had remained. Snubbed as if he had caused the world its pain, or had put a scar on the planet's cosmetic face. No rescue for him after his falling from grace. An unsightly picture of a man was the perceived reflection that partnered with disdainful attention because of the broken throne he sat on. The constant drizzle of his nose all but failed to simulate the rain, yet they dripped again and again. Oh, if one could change the facts, but drips of snot were just that. The rasp of a cigarette cough oftentimes escaped from his throat, as release was the premeditated plan of the corn grains he clutched tightly in his hands. Instinctively, if not suddenly, a flock formed a clouded canopy and cooed as if in a symphony. Faithfully flailing over his head, they kept coming, as he remained unnerved by their din. But like patrons to a theater in a queue, they waited for their cue to get in. It was a captivating treat to see the positioning and jostling for front row seats to the opera about to take place at his feet. Like a conductor, he rose with raised and readied hands to face a pit of unnamed musicians. With a wave, the music began. So did the tap dancing of soft talons. Rendered songs were a chorus of coos as a dancing duel of beaks ensued. With feathered heads bobbing, bouncing to the beat of corn grains dropping, a daily concert was given again, and it mattered not if it was sun or rain. Willing wings wafted cool breezes, grateful to a once unsightly man whom it was thought did not have a plan. An optical illusion imploded as a regal revelation was unfolded. My eyes widened in scope as I witnessed a recuperation of hope by a man with callous hands who presumably had no plan, but had stayed bent all along, bent on feeding a flock of hungry pigeons.